Mike.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Already. I don't know how that happened.
Right. Yeah. Wasn't Thursday yesterday again? I don't know.
Even though
man.
like yesterday and today went by entirely way too slow. Like it's like, oh shit, it's almost Friday.
Oh, dude, it did not for us.
No.
In fact, I remember like checking my watch or checking my phone and then checking it again the next time, and it was like 6 hours have passed. I'm like,
Oh damn.
what the hell?
I think today and yesterday were like noon to 3, felt like 3 days, like each day. And then it was like, oh shit, it's 7 o'clock. Like, oh, I gotta get upstairs and go to lunch.
Well, funny enough, I was sitting there trying to snarf down dinner, which got delivered late again tonight. And all of a sudden Meg's like, "You have 4 minutes until you're live." I'm like, crap. She's right. So I didn't even realize it was already like 7:56 or whatever it was.
Yep.
Anyway,
DoorDash it?
yeah, we got pizza because
Nice.
Meg loves pizza and whatever.
Yeah. That's great.
Tonight was one of those nights where like I didn't really care what we ate. I just wanted food. And it was like, whatever. Just give me something to eat.
Yep.
So, hello. It's Thursday, and we have a lot of meat in Tyler's possession.
About 60 pounds.
Ooh.
That's
Damn.
legit.
What'd you go with?
60 pounds?
Yep.
Walk us through the lineup.
Yeah.
Oh geez. Actually, we've had some requests. If you can email the people that have signed up, like information.
Oh, yeah. I need to. I should do that after this. I should figure out everyone who's bought barbecue tickets, get their emails. I think we're over 40 people now.
Whew. All right.
In fact, I know we're over 40. We might be close to 50.
Oh, shit.
So I probably need to shut down like the signups.
Yeah. We're gonna run out of food if you don't. So.
Right.
Worst case, we can go down the street and buy some from the
Yeah.
barbecue place, but I don't think that'll happen.
Nah.
We always have a shit ton of leftover food.
Yep.
Last few times we had a ton of leftovers, so hopefully this time we just like get it so it's like barely anything left.
That's the plan. I think staging it out was the good plan too. Like not having it all out, so people are like, oh, there's so much, I'll take a whole fuckload.
Yeah. That time you served everything, that was perfect. Because then it
I
was
like Arby's.
Do you?
They've got the meats.
I've got the meats.
They're just the butt of jokes.
I get the roast beef with the cheese on it. It's so good.
Oh yeah.
You're their only customer, Josh.
Only on road trips. I remember Dan and I went. Oh, it's when we drove to. Was it Monterey?
I think so.
We were driving back, and we were both so hungry, and we were in the middle of nowhere in New Mexico. We were like, the only place was Arby's. So we're like, God damn it! I guess we're getting Arby's.
This checks out.
And it was nasty.
Oh, it was so bad. I remember that. It was awful.
Oh man. All right. Well, we've got brisket, pulled pork. Texas style brisket, Carolina style pulled pork, baked beans. I made those today. Corn mac, potato salad, and coleslaw. So,
nice. And you got
all homemade.
Send me a bill.
Yeah, I'll add a couple zeros to it.
Well, I was saying, yeah.
So what do you do with it? The meat? Just put it in the fridge?
Yeah, it's just in the fridge right now.
Okay. And
Vegan meat.
Get out of here.
You can drink some water or something.
Yeah. The coleslaw will be vegan. Will it? Yeah.
Doesn't it have milk in it?
Just pour a little beef tallow in it. Just
Couple drops just to keep those people away.
I kid you not. I'm not gonna say when, just in case someone can figure this out. I didn't do this. A roommate did this. We had people coming over Thanksgiving, a Friendsgiving thing, and someone was vegan, and the person making the stuffing forgot and used chicken stock. And they're just like, "Oh no, it's fine. You can eat it."
I mean, I get like some of those things, but like when it gets too complicated, it's like, oh man, like I hate to say it, but when you have a group thing, like that's the word. I remember we were making a huge group dinner for a bunch of friends, and there was like someone who's like super strict, like can't eat anything that's even remotely come close to touching meat. We had to make a totally separate thing just for them. And like, I'm kind of like, we're not a restaurant.
Yeah,
we're friends.
I will say, about a year ago, Dan probably remembers this. I went on a vegan diet because my cholesterol was really high and I didn't want to take the medication. So I was like, all right, I'm going to try this. And part of that was to prove to myself that I could do it. So I did a vegan diet for 2 months and it was really hard. It was really hard.
Yeah, vegan's crazy. I was vegetarian for 2 years just with my wife.
Yeah.
We made it work. But
vegan was rough.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to go get like special everything.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, here.
Well, hell, the other end of the spectrum, being all keto or all paleo or whatever,
Equally
that's hard.
Yep.
It's all hard. Like just to strict like where you isolate, it's just hard.
Yep. No, not using any sauces, all homemade sauces too.
Oh wow.
This is an interesting question, but that's not enough data to make a decision. But the R8 V8 manual is a great car. I had one. Assuming the Viper is probably worth like 40 or 50 grand, maybe. The Avalon's maybe worth 10, and the Tundra's maybe worth 15.
Is the Viper a coupe or a Spider?
Oh, good question.
Because that's a huge.
I'm guessing that's probably of even trade.
And does the R8 become your only car?
And what color is the R8, and what options does it have?
And how many miles, and so on.
How many miles? Yeah.
A lot of questions there. Yeah.
Generally speaking, I would say yes, do it.
Oh, yeah, about the 355.
Uh-oh.
It's already sold.
Sold.
Oh. Wow, the yellow ones went quick this week.
Dude, what the hell? Seriously, both of those cars. So at least the 355, we actually made it to the website.
Oh.
For about 3 days.
Is it staying in the friend zone?
It is.
Ah, okay. I know who bought it.
Yes, we know. You know who's buying it.
He was like, "Shit, I gotta go look at that." I was like, "Yeah, you really should."
Oh, yeah?
Well, and the funny thing is, he comes out, drives it, and then he hem and hawed a little bit. He was doing research, which is fine. Like it's a 355. You should do research, and so I was not pushing him at all. I'm like, you take your time, but like as he's doing research, like 3 other people got very serious about it.
Oh.
And I was like, uh-oh. And so I'm like, I call him up. I'm like, hey, how serious are you about buying this? He's like, I just got my loan approval. I'm buying it. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm going to tell these other people to piss off because I'd rather go to you even if they offer more money.
Yeah.
And then as that happened, like I mark it as sold or whatever on Facebook and on all the online stuff. And like 2 people on Facebook got mad and like, hey, I was trying to buy it from you. I'm like, well, you didn't act fast enough. He's like, well, I still want to buy it. And I'm like, what's sold? Like, well, is it sold or is it sold? I'm like, it's sold.
Oh
like,
my God.
Sorry,
I guess that's a good funny thing.
Dan didn't believe in that car at first. He was kind of like, oh, I don't know. And I was like, dude, if it doesn't sell in a month, I will buy it. And I will keep that car. And I'm going to do that. And then a day later, it's gone.
Well, it sold fast. It didn't sell for as much as we thought, which is fine.
Yeah.
We purposely listed it higher than we thought because it's kind of close to collector's grade. So you might get some collector who just swoops in and is like, I don't care, give it to me.
Yep.
But pretty much everyone was offering in the same range. And so we had multiple offers that were, substantially less, but all within a very narrow range of each other. So we're like, okay, that's kind of what it's really worth. And then when this person that we know also was in that same range, it was like, take it.
Yep.
I'd rather go to you.
I'm glad I get to look at that car more.
I doubt there's other 355s that are that nice with that low a mileage.
Yeah.
That car,
it's not a spider.
It's a GTS, and the paint is so nice on that car. It's ridiculous for the age.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably a nicer paint than any car in the shop.
Oh, so it's got a little removable hardtop.
Yeah,
for
cargo.
GTS.
Yep. Did
If
you
it had
feel
the carbons? What? Go ahead, Tyler. Sorry.
I was going to change the subject, so keep going.
Oh. No, I was just saying if that car had the carbon seats and a manual and a painted roof, they did a painted roof option to match the car.
Oh,
All things you can change in time.
Yeah, true.
the seats would be hard to get on
I
that car.
found a pair of seats for $25,000.
Woohoo!
They're expensive.
bet you aren't.
Because they're so rare. They're so rare.
Almost a quarter of the price of the car.
Maybe just do the driver's seat.
It would look weird.
Yeah, just the one.
The GTS hardtop is where it's at on that car. I really wish they would have done that on the 360 and the 430. Done a GTS somehow.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
that'd be
sad
cool.
that they stopped doing GTSs.
Yeah.
I hate dealing with the spider crap. I mean, there's not until you get to like the hardtop spiders, all the spiders that Ferrari made have issues.
Yep.
So
did you remove the film on the 360, or did you sell it with it on it?
So first of all, it's not officially sold, but we have a handshake offer.
Okay.
And I basically said, look, here's what we plan to fix on it, this, and this, and this. And he goes, okay. And I said, so we can sell it to you as is at X price, or we can fix this crap and it's going to be X plus the cost of all this stuff, right? Yeah. So it's going to be like almost $10,000 more because it needs a lot of stuff, including removing the PPF and stuff. And he's like, no, I think I want it as is. I'm like,
nice.
And he's like, yeah, I want to do all the major service and all this stuff. He's
the good thing about that car is that it drives great.
Yeah.
And it's got good bones. So it's just like somebody put in a lot of time to fix it up and it'll be a good car.
If you want to do that and have the time, all the power to you. But you gotta want to do it.
If he spends a bunch of elbow grease on that car, he's going to save a bunch of money and it'll be worth substantially more after he cleans it up. Because I mean, that's what we were going to do to it. You know, it's just he's going to do it himself. But yeah, he wanted it as is. And so we had a few people interested in it, and it was funny because we kind of told them the same thing. Here's the as is price, here's the after it gets cleaned up price, and a lot of people were like, oh well, I'll wait until after it's cleaned up. And the thought in my back of mind is that may not happen, you know, like you never know. And sure enough, like this was like, he texted me this morning, or actually he texted me the other day saying he was like, come look at it later this week. And this morning, and it's one of those where like every time anyone says that, I'm like, maybe.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Will they really? I don't know. And so then he actually comes out today, looks at it, and then we have a handshake deal on it. So
nice.
Yeah.
And we have. Do we want to mention the two cars that we have coming?
Yeah. Sure.
We're only 13 minutes in.
I'll talk about the one we got. Today,
that was the topic. Right.
Yeah. So the one we got today is a 2016 488 coupe.
Ooh.
Red with a Cuio interior, Daytonas, pretty hard loaded, with 28K on it.
Dang.
Yeah, and
Right,
it's supposed to be
might have a buyer
really
for you.
nice.
Really?
Oh, really? It's gonna be a little over 200 retail.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so in.
Yeah. It's going to be reasonably priced, but it's not going to be like a. It's
a cool spec. It's a really cool spec. It's got all the carbon stuff. Well, we haven't seen it in person yet, so.
But I'm gonna go pick it up tomorrow. So
if it's got the air blades, let's swap them out.
You convince a coworker, Tyler?
Right.
No, my first boss here, we were hanging out at the Howard, and he was like, I don't know if he was trying to egg me on to get a Ferrari or not. But like, if you get a Ferrari, I'll get a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We got witnesses.
Okay.
So he's
usually
been looking.
Guys that say that won't buy the Ferrari.
Right.
He's been looking though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's a cool spec.
Yep.
I can send you some pictures of it.
Yeah. He just needs his kid to pick which college he's going to, and then he'll know his budget.
Right? No
State
kidding.
school or not?
Well, Dan can tell you about the other one.
Sure. So that one, which we were shocked that we actually got that one. But anyway, this other one, I think we may have already mentioned it, is a 1987 Ferrari Testarossa.
Yeah.
Yep. And it does need a major, but from the sounds of it, we haven't, of course, seen it in person. From the pictures and the sounds of it, it sounds like it's in like very, very good condition. And it's had the same owner for over 20 years, I believe. So it's a low owner car. It's only got 22,000 miles on it.
Nice.
Once we do the major, I think that's really all it needed. So it's going to be really cool. So I'm driving all the way out to Phoenix to go get it on Monday. So I'll be gone for a few days. Huh?
Excuse to see your parents?
Right. Yep. I was like, hey, Mom, hey, Dad, I'm going to be out there. So I'm going to go visit the parents. Actually, really cool. I get to see my parents and my sister because I timed it such. I was going to go out this week, but then I found out my sister was flying down on Sunday. And I'm like, well, crap, I might as well wait a week and go see my sister too. So,
you're gonna trailer it back or drive it back?
Oh, no. Really. Not in a Testarossa, no.
That'd be something.
That would be needing a major. That's pretty risky.
I know.
That's risky, yeah.
And you'll do all that in house?
We're debating. We have
the shop that did all the work on the last Testarossa we did. We talked to them and they're willing to do the major on it for us for a pretty good deal. So we're debating if we're going to have them do it or if we're going to do it.
Okay, that's engine out, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's one of those where
if we did it ourselves, probably 3 or 4 days, probably.
Oh no, I think it would take a week.
Yeah, I mean 3 or 4 days working solid every day.
Yeah, I mean it's at least 40 hours of work.
A lot of time.
Yeah,
because it's 1 to 2 days to remove the engine, a day or two to do the actual major service, and then a day or two to put it back in. Assuming everything goes right.
Yeah. Do you have the cam lockouts and stuff, or do you have to buy all that?
I mean, so funny
or do you
enough,
use cardboard and just shove it in?
No.
Funny enough.
So here's the craziest thing about some of this. Certain Ferrari models that are cam belt driven, the actual Ferrari service manual tells you to do the vice grip thing.
Oh shit!
Like that's how they tell you to do it from the factory.
All right.
Wow.
They do have. I mean, there are cam lockout tools, obviously, which probably are a better solution. I certainly would buy those if we decide to do a major on that, because anytime we're working on any of these cars and there's a tool that makes our life easier, we just buy it because we're like, we will probably use it again. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. Let's see here. Where was it? There was a question. How often do I have to do walnut blasting on the R8s?
I mean, probably 50,000 miles. It's direct injection, just like the 458. So a 50K probably you want to do it.
Yeah, sounds about right. Let's see here.
Testa and the 488 are both Rosso Corsa.
Yeah. You are welcome. And awesome. Good luck on doing the oil change and filters and belts and stuff. That'll save you some money. That's cool. Is the 355 major easier than the Testarossa? I would say yes, for a few reasons. One, it's slightly newer, and so I think they designed it a little bit better. And then the second reason is because it is newer, it doesn't tend to have as much like rusty, crusty bolts and stuff. So that's a good thing. And then, of course, the engine itself, I think it's just like the engine and transmission in the 355 is designed better than the Testarossa engine. Like Testarossa engine is complicated to say it nicely.
Good luck with that.
Funny, you mentioned this. What cars do you regret buying?
Are you talking about for the business or just in general?
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah, personally or business wise. But I just today filmed a video that will be coming out on Monday of our biggest losers that we've had in the dealership. So that was inspired because Hoovy just did a video where he was talking about his biggest losses. And I'm like, oh, that's a super easy, interesting video. So yeah.
That's cool.
The Testarossa drops out for the series of 512 TR engine must be lifted out for the major. Are you sure about that?
I know on the Testarossa that the whole cradle comes down.
Comes
the
out.
Whole subframe, yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure the TR is the exact same basic thing.
Yeah, why wouldn't the subframe drop on that?
Yeah. I don't think that's correct. That's my prediction. I've never done one on the TR, so I don't know. But okay.
Oh yay! So a bunch of guys can go like line up and
bend over,
give each other handies while they wait to see who's gonna get one.
To pay $80,000 over list.
It's probably more than 80. It's probably like 200 over.
Probably
for the 2RS.
Right.
And then they'll drive it. They'll drive it for a year, and then they'll be like, "Okay, what's next? What's next? What's next?"
Yep.
Right.
I can only sell it for 100 less. Shit.
All last week you were talking about a Mustang out in Arizona. I'll be pulling an empty open trailer back this weekend. Oh,
you just have them grab that Fox body.
Well, I mean, I still have an open slot in our trailer. I've been looking very hard at some Foxes out in Arizona because
Dan wants to build a drag car.
I kind of like want to buy like a $3,000 to $5,000 Fox body and then like turn it into a drag car over like the next year or two and just have it be like one of those little projects that you just work on here and there, right? So
I literally had a customer today on a call say we might as well do the middle out.
Yes,
that was a classic.
That's awesome. 308s, you don't have to remove the engine to do the time belt service because
the engine's in there sideways.
Yeah, the engine's in there sideways, so you do it through the wheel well. The 350R is on our website. It's I think currently listed at
56.9.
If you want it, make an offer. It needs to go.
We're
not going to take 30 grand for it.
No, we've already gotten stupid lowballs of 40 grand. My favorite was this guy offered 40 grand, and then like, or was it 30 grand or something like that? 30, and I was like, no thanks. And then he got all mad that I didn't like it. And I love when people don't like when they get mad that you didn't like their offer. It's just like, what? Go away.
Yep.
Yeah. Would you buy a McLaren 12C today? Depends.
Yeah, depends what's the cost.
Do I have?
I would if it checked out. I mean, I went and looked at one in California for somebody for a consultation that was supposed to be perfect, and it had all sorts of crap wrong with it.
They always do.
I mean, they're just built not very good.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's funny because the more and more we deal with McLarens here and there, the less and less I think I want one.
They're amazing to drive.
It's such a shame.
Hard to keep running.
Yeah. It's just, yeah. I still have the GT40. It's still for sale. Oh, you've looked at 10 Foxes in Mesa. Any good ones in the $3,000 to $5,000 range? Let me know. Send me an email. Any that I should buy, I would, especially if it's a notch. I really want a notch back.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, you probably don't care about the engine or anything, right? You just want the body.
No, well, so there's. I don't want to give it away in case someone else is watching and want to buy it, but there's a notch back that someone has they threw the 4-cylinder back into it, and like the 4-cylinder barely runs enough to get it on the trailer, and that's it. I'm like,
yep,
sold.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, but they want too much for the damn car, so I'm like, anyway.
Oh, Stu's selling it.
Oh yeah.
Finally,
how much do you want for it, Stu?
It's got a beautiful Klein exhaust in that thing.
Fresh paint job.
You getting a 458, Stu?
I think he's trying to invest it.
Well, that's the smart thing to do, but
yeah,
I don't know. Right now, it's pretty sketchy.
Well,
the market is on
drive
rocks.
Manual.
Just don't buy Tesla.
Hey, now.
Josh is offended.
I figured you sold yours by now.
No.
No.
I'll just drive. What else am I gonna replace?
Has it been vandalized yet?
I mean, no, it hasn't. There's nothing else I'd replace it with.
Fair.
Really.
Meg doesn't drive manual, so she's not going to review the 350R. Meg's honestly like, there's a low probability Meg's going to review much of anything anymore, just because she's working full time and we have a child. So
yeah, you got to remember, people don't love cars as much as we do.
Right.
Like the wives don't love. They don't care. Right.
I mean, she reviewed cars back when like we both were working and had no child. And then as we got child, it was like less and less ability to do so, because for us to have Meg go review a car, we need to hire a babysitter and take the time to go do it. And the cars are at the shop. So now it's like, does Meg want to spend 4 hours of her Saturday so that we can go spend money to have her go make a video so that we can make less money than the video? Like the video will actually lose us money because the nanny costs us more than the video will make. So it's really not a good proposition anymore. As much as I think they're fun, but it's just probably not a part of the channel anymore, realistically. That side of it. Every once in a while, she's like, "Oh, I should come review a car or whatever." And I'm like, "You can," and then it happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
it's harder when it costs money to go do it. Hey,
just passing by.
Yeah.
It's funny. Stu mentions this because I heard someone's a pure turbos dealer now.
We are.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna do turbos on that 488 we have in the shop. We're gonna do it. See how it goes. Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're probably gonna give him pretty steep discounts on the labor because we're gonna do it really carefully and learn, and that way the next one we can charge more because we don't. Because we're like, oh, you know what we're doing now?
So we'll take Astons to blow my turbos out. That's what I'm hearing.
The Astons need to be manual transmissions, though.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're just not desirable, right?
Driveway Austin is never coming back. It's been sold.
That would be cool. That was probably the most fun track.
That's the track behind you, right?
Well, it's the track down in South Austin.
No, I mean like on the photo behind.
Oh
you.
Yeah, that's the driveway.
Yeah.
Okay. It's never to be seen again. Well, actually, you can still. I think they still do the bike races on it.
Oh.
But they're turning into like a park or something weird. I don't know.
Yep. It's always a shame to lose a racetrack.
Dude, that track where it was located, there's no way it was going to stay for a long. I mean, it was in the city. Like, how many racetracks are in the city? Like literally within the city limits of Austin. Will we be going to GP next weekend? No.
Nope.
Won't.
What's that? MotoGP?
MotoGP, yeah.
Oh, that's in Austin next weekend.
I have yet to go to it. I don't really care about motorcycles.
I went once. I was a track marshal, just volunteering. Yeah.
That's cool.
16 or 17. And I was on the back straight. And they were flying by at 217 miles an hour.
Oh my god!
It was like if they were gonna need my services at that point on the track, it was gonna be a disaster. Yeah, it was like I had like a cleanup kit and all kinds of stuff. I'm like,
Some Band-Aids.
there's gonna be nothing left at this point.
Dude, they just give you a mop bucket because if you fall off the bike on that speed, you're
Yeah.
just like scrub the pavement
That
because
was
there's
pretty
nothing
insane.
left.
Like they don't really tell you what to do. It's just like, here's a fire extinguisher.
Stu, unfortunately, they did hang it at the hangar the same weekend. So I think it's like half the people are doing that and half the people are doing that.
Yep.
We're going
Yeah.
to the hangar.
Heck
Yeah,
I think the hangar's way more fun than the
it is
motor
way
gathering.
more fun.
Yeah, I'd rather
I
go
don't-
drive Twisted Sisters than stand around and look at cars.
Well, and
Yeah.
the thing about the Italian motor gathering, I like it, but it's like one of those car shows where you drive there, park your car, and sit around for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hate judged car shows because it's like I don't want to sit around for hours and hours looking at the same cars.
Yeah.
You know, it just nah. Yeah. What are your worst auction experiences? I mean, the GT350R.
Yeah.
Buying anything from Give Me the VIN. They suck.
Where did the RS come from? The Focus RS.
Oh, that was Texas something.
Okay.
That one was something else. They didn't really. They just that one wasn't that they necessarily were trying to hide shit or like.
I think they just didn't know. They just
Didn't look.
Yeah.
Which on that car,
Fair.
it's like the first thing everything says is like, oh, look for the head gasket leak, look for the valve cover gasket leak. But honestly, personally, my worst auction experience was trying to sell my GT40 because it didn't even have a realistic number and now everyone anchors their price to that number. And that's why my car will probably never sell. I'll probably own that car till the day I die or until the day that Bring a Trailer goes bankrupt and the website falls apart.
It's just weird.
Somebody that knows what it's actually worth will end up paying for it at some point.
Well, no, because the problem is even the guys that know what it's worth go look up the Bring a Trailer thing and say, oh, I see it only got 181 at Bring a Trailer. I'll give you 181.
Then you can just say, well, my reserve was higher and that was not a good time for the market. I mean, F off.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't understand why they leave those prices up though. Like
that's my biggest issue with those Bring a Trailer and Cars and Bids.
Yeah.
It's imprinted in the internet forever.
We probably won't sell hardly any. The only way we'd send cars there are if we're super confident it'll actually sell. Because honestly, at this point, from our experience, even if the car doesn't meet reserve, you need to let it go if it's reasonably close.
Yeah.
Like take the loss because you will never sell that car again.
Yep.
And
this is interesting.
Yeah, I know.
I think that's every exotic car dealership in the country. 80% of them are laundering money.
The catch is anytime someone brings us a car, so like we'll get these people that are like, oh, you want to buy my car? And we're like, sure, here's our number. And they're like, I don't like your number. It's too low. We're like, okay. Then they're like, well, I'm going to list it on BAT. And then they call us back a month later. Hey, it didn't sell at BAT. Do you want to buy it? And we're like, yeah, at the number that BAT actually probably like 10% less than the number that BAT listed. What the hell? You just offered me more than that like 2 weeks ago. We're like, yeah. And now everyone thinks that's what it's going to sell at.
Right.
Yep.
Yes, we actually tried to buy two this week. There was an ultraviolet and a lizard green RS that we tried to buy. We just didn't get close enough on the price.
We've had a GT3 RS. We've had one. The Jeep isn't listed or done yet, so no. I mean, I'm still waiting on the drive shaft. I did actually pay for the drive shaft this week, so hopefully I get it soon.
All right. They found one at least. That's good.
They found one. Hooray. I finally can get that thing gone. That's a great question.
Yeah. Best bang for your buck under 50.
High mile Mustang GT 350.
Yeah.
That's a pretty damn good car right there. I got nothing else.
Yeah. I mean, maybe an F-Type V8. Those are getting pretty cheap.
I mean, you can buy an Aston Martin Vantage V8 manual for under 50.
Yeah.
Have you driven those?
Yeah, they're great.
Are
I
they?
love them. Oh yeah. I mean, they're not like they're not gonna like be like, oh wow, this is awesome. But just overall, the car is great. They're built really well and they drive good.
Yeah, worth it for 50.
For 50, you could get like a 997, 911 4S or something like. Well, maybe not a 4S, but Carrera S or something.
I don't think that my GT40 will rise astronomically like the Ford GTs because those are limited production and the equivalent would be the actual Ford GT40s, but mine being a Superformance, you can go buy a Superformance GT40 today. It just takes 2 years and a lot more money than mine is for sale. But I think it'll keep going up because it is still hard to get those cars. They're still very desired, and of course inflation.
Yeah.
There's no reason to think that it's going to like plummet in value or something like that. It's not going to be like, oh, I bought it for 250 grand and then 2 years from now it's worth $500,000 like the Ford GTs went from being worth like 150 to like 500 in like 2 years. I was like, what the hell was that? So no,
I'd probably go with the 350R just because it's a lot more car for the money and a lot newer for that price.
I think it's more fun.
And yeah, it sounds better too.
It does sound amazing.
I don't really like Mustangs, but I would definitely drive a 350.
Dude, that when you get up at 8250 RPMs in that thing,
it's fun.
It's pretty damn fun.
That is cheap. I did see that car sell, and I thought that was pretty reasonable on that car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you proactively do any maintenance on a 430 Spider top? I mean, the elastic bands should be replaced regularly. And
I would lubricate every joint on there.
Yeah.
Probably once every couple months, just go in there and
certainly at least once a
do
year.
All that. Yeah.
Yeah. The little one doesn't.
Not yet.
Yeah, the little one's still in process.
I don't think I'll probably be taking a break from the lives once that comes.
It's 2 more months, right?
Yeah, next month.
No, it's next month. It's April.
Yep.
For some reason I thought it was in May. Okay. Getting close.
Getting close.
Oh man. I'm excited for you. That's cool. Dude, what the hell? We've been talking cars the whole time.
Yeah. How high are you?
Did you miss that entire conversation? Meg's favorite car is the AMG GTR.
Oh yeah, the green. What was it? What
Green
are they
Hell
called?
Magno.
Green Hell.
Yeah. That is definitely her favorite. I've tried to get another one just because I felt like when we bought that one, it was kind of a weird time for the market. And I want to give them another shot because they are so cool. But
I'd love to try another one and drive it a little more.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really good car, but I just feel like people don't really care about them that much. It's weird. They just don't get like the excitement and the attention that they deserve.
Yes, there is a massive number of these for sale.
What of 296s? It's crazy. Also, Californias. There's a ton of Californias for sale right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, on Instagram, so it said, "Is the FF the king of dad cars? If not, what is?" I mean,
an FF or a Lusso.
Yeah.
Those are pretty baller.
The FF is for family friendly.
That's it.
I like that. Family friendly Ferrari. It's the 3 Fs, the FFF. I mean, I swear to God, I wish they came out with like a nice, easy PTU delete. And that car would go up in value 30, 40 grand instantaneously.
Yeah, if you could delete that without getting any error messages or anything, that'd be cool.
And you'd shave a ton of weight.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah, we all saw that coming.
Yeah.
That was a no-brainer.
Yeah. It's just not getting the love. Yeah. I got the wife's disapproval to buy a Velociraptor.
Why would you want a Velociraptor anyways?
Yeah.
Those are terrible.
Those things are expensive.
Yeah. Just get a Raptor. Be done with it.
Dude, some of those trucks are like $150,000+ now.
They're insane. Yeah.
It's like, holy crap. Like, you can literally buy 3 normal trucks for that truck.
You can buy a nice Ferrari for that money.
Yeah.
Or a Lamborghini or a McLaren or whatever you want, really.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking today. The early 2000 exotic prices just don't seem that bad.
They're not.
Given
really not.
Given
Compared
prices
to
of new cars today.
Yeah. A brand new, fully loaded, Yukon Denali is over $100,000. A Cadillac Escalade's like $100.
Well, look at the Escalade, the Escalade V.
Yeah.
Fully loaded, they're like 160 or 170 for a freaking Escalade.
It's gonna be worth in a year.
10 years from now, that thing's gonna be
80.
worth 30 grand. 10 years from now.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I love that stuff.
If they're still running. I mean, I think those are going to break and be really expensive to fix.
Oh yeah. Well, it's all that plastic's gonna just deteriorate too.
Yeah.
I mean, how much is insurance for you, Gabe? Like, you're the youngest one here.
Oh, it's like for the 360?
Yeah.
It's like $1,300 a year.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's like insurance
over
isn't
$100 a
even
month.
bad on these 90s supercars.
Dude, that's nothing for a sports car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you plan on getting when you sell your GT40? That's a great question for when it actually sells.
Yeah. Equity.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna get a pile of money and figure out where else to put it.
There's a reason for this because the Roma sucks. I don't like the Roma. We had the one and we drove it, and it's just like,
Yeah.
like, let's park it. I don't care anymore.
We both drove it once, and then I was like, yeah,
It's
okay.
fast and it sounds good, but I mean,
It's just
and it's got
uninspiring.
good tech. I don't know. It just doesn't look that great, in my opinion. Some people will argue that,
It looks like a Maserati.
Yeah.
or like a Jaguar F-Type or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. For the ass end, looks like an F-type. The front end
It
is
feels
just a
feels floaty when you get up higher speeds. The front feels a little floaty. I don't know. It just
Yeah. Why sell a GT40? I mean, I'm not in a rush. The real reason why I should sell a GT40 is because I should be using that money for the business and other things and not having it tied up on a toy car.
Yes, I've actually owned one, and I've also owned an S6 with a V10, and they're terrible. They break.
Oh,
The intake breaks on those. I mean, there's all sorts of problems, and they're impossible to work on because it's a V10 crammed in a spot that really a V6 should be in.
yeah. I wanted a S4 so bad in like 2004 range. Like, those such
Oh,
good cars.
Yeah, the early S4s were cool. I had a B5 S4
All right.
Avant for a while. That was a manual. That was cool. Speaking of Audis.
Uh-oh.
Oh, did you make a decision?
I'm still thinking about it, but if I talk about
God.
it, everyone's going to tell me to do it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. 03 RS6. They only made it for the 1 year. It's a twin turbo V8. It's a pretty cool car. I'm thinking about buying this one and doing a manual conversion on it. There's a guy in Arizona that sells a manual conversion kit, and another dude in California that sells a adapter plate to meet the two pieces. So I'm thinking about doing all of that. And just as a fun project. It'd be
Well, you
pretty
need
cool.
a car for the Dragon, so
That wouldn't be a great car for the Dragon because it's a heavy ass all-wheel drive Audi. But I mean, it wouldn't be bad. But I've had an RS6 before. I've had the S4. I've had a bunch of Audis.
nice.
Oh, they had the R8 manual. That was cool.
100% yes. Like, not even close.
You'd rather take that over the 458?
Wow.
All right.
The 458, to be clear, I've said this also. The 458 is a much better car. Like everything else is a much better car than the GT40.
Well, if you weren't in the car business and you can only have one car in your garage, would it be the GT40 or would it be the 458? If the
GT40.
prices were the same. Okay.
Not even a hesitation.
Do you mean even to daily, Josh? Like just to get around?
No, for your toy car.
Well, for like cars and coffee, whatever. Like your 360. Like if you were to replace your 360 with a GT40,
Right.
I mean, I would not do that. That car's too rough. Just overall, just no. I want to take my nice car and chill.
Yeah. You don't want to work when you're having fun.
I don't want to work.
True. Well, but I think that's why I like the cars. It is all engaging. You can't just
you have to
can't
drive
just
it.
get in and one finger drive it or anything like that. Like
It requires everything.
It requires your entire attention and physical attention as well.
Hell, even as a passenger, it does.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good question. They all suck. I would say, depending on the year, because I've owned probably 100 of each of these through my last dealership. Mercedes is probably the best for maintenance and working on and figuring out issues, and BMW is probably the worst.
Really?
And Audi's in the well. I guess it depends on the year. The older BMWs were actually really easy to work on, and the older Audis sucked. So it depends on the year, but overall, I'd say Mercedes is probably the best.
I have no opinion on any of those because I've never worked on any of them.
When you get into the turbo Mercedes, I think in like 2012-ish and newer, those sucked. I'd probably go with an Audi if it was 2012 or newer, but older than that, I'd go with a Mercedes.
And 100% yes, if he was making a bunch of money. Yeah.
Ducatis.
Sure.
We'd have to get a separate dealer license for motorcycles.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And high-end watches, I mean, I guess you could sell those without being a dealer, right? You just sell watches.
Yeah.
I mean, selling watches is nice because they're very small. And it's not like you don't need. I could do that out of my bedroom.
The problem with that is
sell watches.
I feel like with that you would need so much money in security around the building and the property and whatever.
Yeah.
Just because it could be a very high volume grab and go.
Right. It's such a portable thing. Like you grab a bucket full of them and you just made off with like the equivalent of 4 Ferraris.
Yeah.
We had 2 Hellcats at one time.
Yeah.
We had a ridiculous manual 1,000 horsepower one, and we had a wide body red eye jailbreak whatever that was pretty cool.
Those were fun cars.
Yeah, I like the wide body red eye one.
The wide body was really nice. It was,
but you can go back and look at the videos. We drove that 1,000 horsepower one. It was so stupid. That car was stupid.
It was so ridiculous. Oh man. Let's see here.
Yeah, the F10.
Right?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Did I override you? I was going to say the F10 is a pile of steaming dog crap. All of those cars had issues with the timing chains.
Hey, let's take something that gets wear and make it out of plastic.
Yeah.
Like all of the car brands, even like Hyundai and Kia, all did like this crappy design, and the engines blow up at 100K. BMW and Mercedes 4-cylinders all blow up at 100K. Even the Audis had problems at 100K. I mean, they're all throwaway cars.
Dang.
Yeah, for the white watch.
Oh, for the deal made sense, of course.
Yeah.
Josh would know.
I had a guy offer me 2 gold APs for a gated 430 that we had.
Is that a good trade?
I did the math and I made some calls, and it didn't really make sense to do it. But it was an interesting offer.
You got to consider, for us as a dealer, so like if we have a car and it's on our floor plan, we have to pay off the floor plan.
Yeah.
So we have to get cash at some point. So basically, if you offer us anything other than cash, we need to be able to convert it into cash very quickly. So it needs to be at a number that we can get rid of it very quickly.
Sure.
So like that was the problem is people have offered us watches, houses, RV,
Property.
like crazy crap, and we're like, that's cool, but like it.
Yeah.
Well, the real estate stuff, like no, because it's going to take us 2 months to sell it.
Yeah.
But like even like RVs and boats and watches and whatever, it's like if it's not at a number that's so stupid low that we can't just dump it and pay off the floor plan, we don't want it.
Yeah.
And you don't want us to do that because then you can't get the title.
Yeah. Jeez.
We've sold cars on and gotten paid with Bitcoin. That's not a problem.
Yep.
At least Bitcoin is liquid enough that you can just get rid of it.
Yeah.
The last time we sold one, I hung on to it for like 2 or 3 weeks. I think we made like $2,000
Nice.
extra.
Was that the dude that was investigated?
Yeah.
So good.
I
Can't
mean,
make
that's
this
the
shit
other.
up.
That's my favorite about that sort of stuff is they're like, oh, like I'll just pay you in Bitcoin. I'm like, okay, well, like we still have to report this.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you're getting away with anything.
I think the 812 is probably slowly going down and it'll base out at some point.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, they're still coming down. Hello from Australia. It's like what, like
Dang.
9 a.m. there
Tomorrow
or
over there.
yeah, you're
That's
here
Friday.
from the future. You've come back to the past. So theoretically, as long as we are not aware of how the money was obtained and we file all the right paperwork and whatever, they're not going to punish us as a business because like we did nothing wrong, right? So that's why we don't really ask any questions how you ever obtained your money because we don't care. I mean, we've had some people buy stuff from us that were like, they probably sell drugs, but that's okay. Yeah. I'm not going to ask.
Why else do you need a police car?
Right. That particular incident had a high probability of.
And we did get a call from a cop
right.
like 6 months later or something. They were looking for him.
Oh,
And you know,
so
he paid in cash with smaller bills in a paper bag. I mean,
did you feel funny after counting the money?
It smelled like it.
Oh, it
very
smelled
fresh.
Oh,
it smelled
good.
very good. It smelled good.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh man.
What smelled good?
the bag of money that they paid. The guy paid us for the cop car.
It had a particular odor to it.
Yeah. Like a hue odor.
Yeah.
It smelled like Canada.
Yeah. Holy crap! It's 11:52 in Australia. Damn. Not even just tomorrow. It's well into tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow lunchtime.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jeez. At 2:25 p.m. in New Zealand. Dang. I'm from the future. I love it. Have we ever been offered services?
Asking for you.
That's the best part.
You can work something out, right, Josh?
We've been.
We have a down payment room at the.
We
shop.
have. Yeah.
That's it upstairs.
Bro, all the way back to the beginning, and
Oh,
remember we're discussing handies.
Yeah. We need to make you a sign that says down payment.
I know. Upstairs, you got a room for it. Isn't that room still waiting to be used?
Yeah.
It's full of a bunch of
payment.
stuff we need to throw away. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Lordy.
God. That's a t-shirt. Let's head to the down payment room. Follow me to the down payment room.
I think Jocko's drinking.
Just a little bit.
Either Jocko's drinking or someone else is. Is Casey visiting? That sounds like what Casey would be doing. Yes. Yeah. Lord.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah. We've been offered some weird services, but never that type of service. Like a lot of bartering stuff, right? Like, oh, I'll do I don't know, some thing
Yeah.
that happens frequently. In fact, we currently have someone who wants to possibly trade us a service for one of our Ferraris. And it's actually, if the numbers make sense, we would definitely take him up on it, but it's going to be challenging to get to the right numbers.
Like,
and again, that's the problem, is it has to be a good enough deal for us to be like, yeah, we're willing to, somehow get this other thing at a discount enough to where it makes sense from a financial standpoint in the business. So
we haven't been offered livestock, but I did get offered livestock once before, like 3 cows or something, and they were like raise them and butcher them. I'm like, no, I don't want anything to do with that.
Wow.
Maybe some building, like a new, I don't know. You had asphalt. Did you do your driveway yet?
Not yet. But the building thing, that's literally, so a guy who owns a construction company offered to possibly build an extension or build a building in partial trade for a Ferrari.
Oh, hell yeah.
And
That's
so I'm like, if the numbers are right, we would do it. But I mean, it's gonna be pretty difficult to come up with the right numbers for that.
A car falls off your inventory, and metal and labor falls off his books.
And you get a new asset for your business.
Yeah. And suddenly some Italian guy show up and like, hey, fill up the truck.
Yeah. And the county goes, where'd this come from?
Right.
Yes, definitely a rock solid contract.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah.
That would be astute.
We can't. I mean, how are you gonna?
We could sue them, but those guys are like backcountry.
Were those the homeboys?
Hey, we found some asphalt. You guys want to do a driveway? Kind of guys.
Yeah.
So suing them won't do anything.
Yep.
I will intercept anyone asking to fix their lawnmower in exchange for a 458. Almost worth it, John.
Yeah.
It's getting close.
You have to stay outside all day, though, John.
I mean, you would have to, if I so much as ever see that guy on my property again.
We're repoing the 458.
Yeah. So knowing that, you're going to lose that car. I don't think you want this deal. There's no way. 24/7. Oh man. Oh, jeez. Sorry, Jocko. I didn't see that one squeak by.
Well, you need to come out to Texas and hang out with us so you can get your mind off of that.
Yeah.
This weekend, right, Jocko?
Yeah, dude. Jocko, book a flight.
Yeah.
Come on down.
We got food for you.
We got food. You can stay between Tyler.
Stay in the
and
down payment room.
Jocko has an old Audi. Jocko has an old Audi that I've been trying to buy from him for like 2 years.
Oh.
He could drive that down.
There you go.
And stay with us.
What
On a
Audi is
flight,
it?
he can sleep off the hangover he's about to have.
He's got a S4 that he bought new, I think, and it's got real low miles.
Oh man,
It's clean too.
I keep bugging him about it, and he doesn't want to sell it.
oh Lord, you are drunk, Jocko. I love you guys.
Right back at you, Jocko.
Yeah.
Lord, that is the 100% I drink too much man statement.
But it's truth coming from the heart.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
God, I love that.
Dr. Pepper barbecue sauce.
Oh,
and,
really?
mustard barbecue sauce.
Damn, Tyler. How long did it take you to
They're
perfect
both
that?
great.
Or like to refine it? Did you go through a lot of iterations?
No, I mean, it's someone else's recipe, to be completely
Okay.
honest. But
Like, no, it came out good the first try.
yeah, I like to play with the spice levels and stuff. But
Hell yeah.
Dude,
I'm hungry.
it's so good.
Food truck
yeah,
in your future.
when I get tired of doing tech jobs, maybe.
I told you, we will give you space on our property.
Yeah.
You get all
You'll
the
get tired of
licenses.
tech at some point, Tyler.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I will. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Especially if the pay raises don't keep happening.
Yeah.
Oh, did they stiff you?
The problem
No.
with the tech though is it's hard. Like I've got some other friends. They've worked there for a while and they get paid all this money and they're sick of it and they hate it and they're making so much money. You can't just go make that much money
Yeah.
somewhere else.
Well, that's the problem.
Golden handcuffs.
See, you need to be like me and have it all ripped away from you.
Yeah.
And then you got no choice.
I just need that windfall payment though.
When I left my tech job, it was really hard, but it was so like,
yeah,
it's like a weight was lifted off my shoulders, even though I was making less than half.
Oh yeah,
I didn't care. It's like
if I can get the Ferrari paid off,
there you go.
There you go.
Have little debt, then I don't need to make that much money. So.
Yep.
Just keep doing it as long as you can, though, and bank that money.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, you know what? Let's be real for 20 seconds. We do this because we enjoy it. This does not. We've proven with data that the live streams do not help the channel. They don't get subscribers and they don't make us money. So we do this because it's fun.
Yep. That's why I joined too. I don't live with these. I'm not local to these guys anymore. So this is my chance to stay in touch and
right.
Hang out, make jokes. It's
Get about work.
Yeah.
Are you buying the Formula Atlantic car, Jocko?
Ooh.
Heck yeah.
I want to see
that would be cool.
Yeah.
We got to go all see Jocko.
Will you let us take a lap in it?
Bring it to Coda.
Let's slap the dealer plate on it and drive around.
Hell yeah.
Could
Get
you
some
imagine?
goggles.
That'd be hilarious. That'd be great.
Oh, cool. Daryl,
40
been
months. Thanks,
40
Daryl.
months. That's
Committed.
Wow. I can't believe, like, when you see 40 months, it's almost 4 years. It's like, holy crap, we've been, yeah. That's a lot of live streams. Yeah, man. I don't know any dad jokes. I'm not that good at that stuff.
They gotta come natural too. When people ask for them, they're not funny.
Right. No. Yeah. Let's see here.
Oh, it's his championship car? That's even better. That's cool.
Dude.
You bought your championship car back?
That's cool.
Is that what you're saying?
All right. We gotta see
pretty
that.
cool.
I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Or
man,
type of car.
Dude, it's hard to even know what he's
Jocko.
Put you in timeout, Jocko.
Oh, Lord.
Gather your thoughts.
Yeah.
I think your pinky finger keeps hitting enter before it's ready.
There's two of those buttons, so
Oh
I
man.
think he's trying to say the rear is 24 inches wide. The rear tire, maybe?
No, I think
Oh,
it's either seat or rear tire. I don't know.
seat is 22 inches wide, maybe. It's hard because the S could be an R or the R could be a T.
Yeah. We
Anyone else?
should get you on. Jocko.
Jack,
I'm not drunk enough.
Are you racing a car?
Seat. Oh, seat.
I got it.
There it is. There we go. Dude.
Oh my god. Stay away from the R.
Yeah.
Oh my god. This is too funny, Jocko. Dude, before you go to bed, take an ibuprofen,
Yeah.
drink some water.
Yeah.
You're gonna be
2
hungover.
water bottles full of water.
Yeah, drink a bottle or two, because you're gonna be feeling this shit tomorrow.
That'll be the last night at the castle. No.
Yeah. Don't go down these stairs, Jocko.
No, we've never bought any repoed exotics, but that would be kind of fun. I thought that was Tylenol with ibuprofen.
No, that's liver problems. Stomach ulcers are ibuprofen. That's fine. Whatever.
I mean, they're both gonna mess you up, so like you gotta take one or the other.
I'd rather the stomach than your liver.
Yeah.
What's 22?
Dude, and it's drank. Drank.
I just wish there were more videos of you, Jocko, in your Formula Atlantic car. There's like 2 videos on YouTube, 2 or 3, where Jocko's in them racing. But
Damn it. That was like communicative. That's how you know we're busting our ass this week. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you need to decide, because if we are going to buy that thing up in Dallas,
I know. God damn
we
it.
have to figure out money and getting it and whatever. Because I'm going to head up there fairly early. I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to be in Dallas all day.
No, I know.
I don't blame you.
Oh, and the stupid Lyft people got back to me. They're like, "Oh, I don't think it's ready yet." I'm like, "How the hell is it
What's not ready about it?
I don't know."
oh wow, there you go. Maybe some paint.
I mean, it is Canadian, so it's like
$2.50 USD.
Dude,
tree fitty.
If it actually becomes the down payment room, there's no black lights allowed.
Oh my god.
That's very nice, JS. $34.
Oh,
US.
damn.
Oh shit.
That's legit.
You could buy a gallon of paint.
Yeah.
I mean, we did put a mini split in there, so you're covered on the AC, so it won't be hot and sweaty in there.
That's true.
So many things I'm just not going to say because we're
the
live.
deal.
I know.
The down payment or the deal room.
Oh lordy. Yeah, we definitely should. I don't know if we're gonna have time before the barbecue. Clean all the crap out of there.
I'll do it tomorrow if I have time. The shop is pretty damn clean. We did a number on it today.
I mean, the only thing left is like the bathroom, the office, the upstairs.
Yeah, I'll do that. And
tomorrow. A few of the cars still need just like a quick dust removal. But that's it. We did. Yeah, it was a lot of stuff today. And then I came home and edited more videos because the next week and a half or so is like going to be nuts because it's like, okay, tomorrow picking up 488, Saturday barbecue, Sunday, hooray, I get to actually take a day off. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, driving to Phoenix, picking up Testarossa. Thursday and Friday next week. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Josh. Meg and I are taking Thursday and Friday off next week.
Oh, so I won't see you at all next week?
Well, I'll probably swing by Thursday or something.
That's fine.
No live next week. So I'm here.
Maybe a live still.
Yeah.
We're just trying to we're just like, hey, we haven't had time to do anything alone in months. So we're like, we should just play hooky and go, to the movie theater or something. And
that'd be cool.
Just do something, and then that weekend, thankfully, is like the first week or the first weekend that doesn't have anything scheduled because there's the Ferrari Horseshoe Bay thing, but I'm probably not going to do that. But then the next weekend is Hangar Hotel. But
April and May are going to be busy because we got the drive-in. Tennessee.
Yep. That's at least that's not till May.
Yeah,
it's coming up quick.
Mozart's and Ferrari is April 26th.
Mozart's coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, it's April 26th. Shit.
What's
Ferrari's putting on a like that 296 thing you did. They're putting on another one of those. So I signed up for that.
Oh, you're gonna go drive one?
What type of car is it they're doing?
It says the whole lineup.
They're desperate.
Yeah, they're desperate.
They're not selling shit.
But it's from Ferrari North America, not Ferrari of Austin. So
yeah. Last time I went to that thing, it was like, dude, they had like food and drinks, and you got to drive cars. And
do they let you drive like as fast as you want, or?
Oh, they told me they're like, here's a great spot to try launch control. I'm like, okay.
Oh, all right.
Right, let's do that.
When is that time?
Yeah, the 26th.
Yeah,
I responded to the email and I haven't heard back yet. But
okay. Inventory. What do we got? We got GT350R. Yeah. We've got incoming 48, incoming Testarossa. We still have the F8.
That's pretty much it.
Thanks.
GT40.
So. GT40 technically still.
Jeep technically.
The Jeep technically. The
We have a
Corsa, Cayenne technically.
Cayenne GTS. We're waiting. Actually, he texted me today and said he wants the car there on Tuesday. He's going to paint it and fix it.
Yay!
So,
okay, finally can get that thing listed.
Yeah.
We need to buy some more cars. Okay, I got a mission.
I'm going to go car hunting next week.
I got a mission for all of you watching right now. Go on Craigslist, Facebook, Auto Trader, Cars.com, Cargers, whatever, and find me a car in Phoenix or Tucson or what's the state? What's the city in New Mexico you go through?
Albuquerque?
No, south.
Deming.
Huh? Las Cruces.
There's not going to be anything there.
Yeah, there's not going to be anything there.
Okay, so basically Tucson or Phoenix. Find me a car that.
You're doing Las Cruces? Ooh.
Well, that's what you go through.
Yeah, you have to
if it's windy, just be careful.
Well, yeah, I know.
They had a lot of problems this last week.
That whole drive sucks when it's windy.
But don't send cars that are like way too expensive. Like it's got to be good deals on a decent looking car.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm going out there. I'm bringing the big trailer because I figure there's a reasonable possibility I'll find something. If nothing else shows up, then I'm probably just going to buy like a Fox Buddy or something.
Yeah. Would you consider north and do like Flagstaff, Albuquerque, I-40 route?
I could.
I mean, that would expand people's search zone. But
I've thought about also, would I stay an extra day and be willing to like drive up to Vegas and pick up a car and come back, or drive into California and come back? But then I'd probably. The problem is if I do that, then I'm missing out on time with my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd rather not. And the problem is if I go way up north, then I probably can't do that drive in one day.
Yeah, that would take a long time.
Yeah. Mecum is this week, I think. Didn't it start today?
Yeah, I think so. It's in Glendale.
Oh crap. Maybe we should look at Mecum.
I wouldn't buy anything from Mecum without looking at it first.
Bad their stuff is. Yeah.
Mecum's got some real dog shit. It does.
I know. I'm not laughing because I'm thinking you're full of crap. I'm laughing because it's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Are the cars in Canada selling, or are they just sitting on the market? Because we don't watch the Canadian market at all. Is it the same crap that's been for sale forever?
We can't import them very easily for the dealership. It's not really.
I was just curious how the market is up there. If cars are selling or not.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that fire last weekend it's still going. It's like 10,000 acres near Fredericksburg.
Yeah, it's north of Fredericksburg.
Oh, they haven't contained it yet?
This morning was like 90%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like raining ash in South Austin last Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We don't really Hemmings.
I mean, they're good cars on there, but they're not going to be cars that we can make money on. That's the problem.
Right. It's usually like more of collector cars and stuff. Yeah. The problem is even with the favorable exchange right now, the cars have to sit, they have to get imported, inspected, and do all this stuff. So from a dealership's perspective, it's not worth it. If you're buying a car to buy it, it's fine.
If we had a dealership that was right on a border town or something, it would make a lot more sense to do that.
And then you got to worry.
I know someone that does that in Washington. They get cars from British Columbia, and they have a big lot. They just sit the cars there, and they have to sit there for X amount of time, and then they can sell them. But For us, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And then people don't know if they want to buy a Canadian car, right? There's probably more.
Right, exactly.
There's a connotation on it, even though it's like they're the same federalization.
Yeah, it's just like it's another unknown that people aren't used to.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially on a modern car where it's like kilometers, miles, done. You know, like, okay.
Yeah, true.
We definitely wouldn't want a car sitting outside in anywhere.
Yeah.
You need to be inside.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just, yeah. Anyway, if you find anything in the Phoenix or Tucson area, that would be great, because then I could just, especially if it's in Phoenix, because then the same day, Tuesday of next week is when I'm actually picking up the Testarossa. I could go pick up another car at the same time. But Tucson would be difficult, because then I gotta get off the highway, go find another place, you know, blah blah. It's gonna add, the thing that you don't think about is like going to pick up a car takes like 1 to 2 hours.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of extra time, because you gotta like, especially if it's a car that you're buying, because now, okay, gotta look at the car, look it over, test drive it, sign papers, give them money, do this, do that, load the car, get strapped down, and get back to the highway. And when I've got the tandem trailer, I have to plan the routes. I have to look at where I'm parking. Can I even get into the neighborhood? All that stuff. It's challenging. Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Did you see Ferrari patented a oval cylinder engine?
I did see that.
Really?
Yeah, it was interesting. It's supposedly a way they're going to keep ICE engines going.
I mean, it kind of
I didn't
makes
read much
sense.
more
How an oval would make any
You could
difference.
get more valve space in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can gain some efficiencies with like 6 or 7 valves.
Yeah.
Just cram those fuckers in there.
I mean, seriously, you can cram like 3 on each end and have like 5 spark plugs in the middle. I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't know enough about the physics of like the
yeah,
you know, like how it burns out and how the flame forms. Does it make it more efficient or what? But
yeah, I don't know.
have to do some reading after this.
right? I got my reading while I'm taking a crap tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Wankles are interesting. Stupid apex seals. Oh, Lordy. All right. Give us a question or something.
Yep.
Can't think of anything tonight. My
Fading.
brain done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fading fast.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about cutting briskets right now. So
Did you already start?
I got to trim them up after we're done. So
Oh, damn. When do you put them on?
probably 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Okay. Damn. You got it down.
The
like,
trick
what can
is
I
the long
say?
rest. Yeah. If
I
I
know,
pull them
but-
off by midnight, that's the key.
Put it this way, I was like, hey, I was asking Meg, I'm like, hey, you gonna come to the barbecue? And she's like, I don't know, because I gotta bring little man and blah blah. I'm like, but Tyler's brisket, and she goes, oh yeah, I'll come.
There you go.
Nice.
Literally, she's like, oh yeah, okay, that makes it worth it right there.
Nice.
Tyler, is there a reason you do it 2 nights before, or is it just your schedule?
It's so the long rest just makes it better. Like think of any barbecue restaurant you go to, they're not pulling off the smoker and cutting it and serving it to you.
Right.
It's in a warming oven. So they finished it the night before. So there's a trick there that just softens everything up and makes it good.
Yeah.
And then it's timing wise, you don't have to stress because it's
You're-
just easier on you.
You can
Got it.
serve it from here to here, and the problem is when you're trying to like time it where it finishes and then immediately serve it, you don't know exactly when it's going to finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never
so-
let her know when you're gonna finish.
Yeah, if
So the
the
one
meat
day
lets you know.
Someone got that.
Are you-
Thank you, Josh.
Are you doing instant thermometers, or do you put thermometers in there?
Fuck that.
You're doing like the old lift method?
Yeah, by feel.
Yeah, so you've got it down where you can like.
I mean, I check them just for safety because it's serving it to other people. But
So yeah, you don't want to kill anyone. I get that.
Look at that.
But yeah. Yes, Texas style brisket, salt, pepper. I put garlic in too.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice. God, I can't wait. Saturday's gonna be delicious. Oh yeah, I need to email everyone. Okay, that reminds me, so I can tell everyone 10 a.m.
Yeah.
10 a.m. The drive is on because the weather looks like it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
So get to the stub 10 a.m. Saturday. We'll do a drive and then come back and eat brisket.
Sounds like a good day.
Oh
Glorious.
crap. And I got a ping. I hit up this local person that made cookies for us one time. I bought a bunch of cookies from her, and she's local, and they were the best damn cookies. And I hit her up, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I can make some again." And I was like, "Sweet." And I was like, "Okay, I want 6 dozen cookies." And
We
I was
need to
like,
keep those for ourselves. We're not giving those away.
Yeah.
6 dozen cookies for
Yeah,
us.
hell, those are mine.
Shop cookies.
Jocko, you can come unpaid. You can
Yeah.
come for free. Just show up.
If you show up, I will buy you your ticket. Dude, just go on kayak right now, find a flight,
Yeah.
get down here. If you get down here early enough, you can ride with us on the drive and everything. And
Yep.
I guarantee you can
Go get a
down here.
Malibu from the airport rental facility.
Just, dude, that's it. Rent a boo.
You
you
gotta
go.
get the boo.
Take
Have
it
the
on
best
drive.
car in the trip. Yeah.
He's trying. I mean, I don't know if it's a good idea to eat a bunch of meat before going to sleep.
Probably not.
Some YouTubers did a test. It was like 1.1 pounds of meat before you get meat sweats. So that's a lot of meat you're eating.
Oh,
1.1 pounds.
Yeah.
damn, that's a lot of meat. Especially brisket and pulled
Yeah.
pork. There's so much grease there.
This is
maybe.
probably true.
Oh, that's definitely
I want those Malibu tires smoking and the brakes like red hot after the drive.
A question on Instagram. Would you buy a Spider RS if you already have a GT4 RS?
Ooh.
No.
I don't like the Spider RS as much. The roof is kind of idiotic on that car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a better engine though, doesn't it? Or is it the same?
I think that's the same engine, right?
I think it's
I
the
don't know.
same engine. I don't know for sure. If not, it's very close.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is probably the SP3 for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the one
No
I would
question,
take over
no
all of
question.
those.
The other ones are going to be good too, but like the P1, I don't know. The
Definitely
Pagani is probably, but man, can't beat the SP3.
Well, the problem with the SP3 now is it's already so expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You already missed the big, appreciation.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to keep going up.
Yeah, you need a nice 401k to buy one now.
Right?
Mhm.
Well, we miss you, Jocko. Get your ass down here. That's not our fault.
Yeah.
Lord.
That's a match.
It's gonna be a
Damn
fun
it,
week.
now I'm hungry.
I know, right?
I just want barbecue and cookies.
I gotta remember to ping this lady so I can get
Yeah.
her paid.
We're gonna have a shitload of cookies if you get those too.
I mean, we got the backup cookies.
Yeah.
Oh, is there anything that they didn't get that we need to get?
Nope.
Okay.
Good to go.
All right.
I'm going to go to Costco tomorrow to get supplies. So if there's anything you think we need, just let me know.
Okay. Yeah, if as long as you get the steam table trays, the bottom tray and the top trays, we should be good.
I gotta confirm we have the top. We definitely have the bottom, and I got plenty of the sternos.
Okay.
Yeah, double check the bottoms.
Plates. I know you have silverware there. Cups.
No, we don't have silverware, but we do have plates. But Josh's gonna get
I'll get that
silverware
tomorrow.
Okay. I thought you had that big basket of silverware.
I think we used it.
Oh shit.
We just randomly use it over the last, year
Okay.
or so or whatever.
Yeah,
Never mind.
slowly got chipped away.
Yep. You've got drinks outside of beer as well.
What you need?
He's gonna get more soda.
Okay. Yeah, that should be good then.
Yeah.
Cool.
That sounds like a person.
Where are you gonna drive?
Me?
No, where's the drive gonna be?
I'll be out
where?
there. Okay, I'll make you something.
Yeah, on Saturday.
We'll leave the shop and kind of do. I think we'll probably do like the same route we did last time, where it kind of takes that windy road that you'll scrape on, going back around to 1431, and then 1431 to Cow Creek back to 1869.
Okay.
It's a short drive, but it's fun.
I mean, it's still like an hour and 15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. This live needs more thumbs up. Yeah.
Yeah.
People are slacking. Yeah, good point. Hoping Jocko sobers up that he remembers his plans.
Yeah.
That's why he's got a book now.
He's just gonna get like an alert on his phone. Ding! Your flight
Time to
is
check in.
Yeah, like, huh?
Yep. You got this, Jargo.
Yeah. All right, 4 more minutes.
Man.
I know, like the first half of this live went really fast, and now I'm like tired. I'm just like, okay, I'm ready for bed.
Yep.
If we don't get people asking us something, we're just gonna shut this thing down.
Yeah, I got work to do. So
It's time to go.
I
haven't even eaten dinner yet.
Jeez. What happened to your neighbor?
Oh, shit.
Oh God.
Oh wow.
No, unfortunately, I saw him outside today.
He was out
Unfortunately.
today.
He was
They
out and about.
dude, we don't. So they're doing the construction on the road, and they took, I don't know how many truckloads of dirt from the road construction and put it on the property for the temple, like right behind our shop. I mean, to the point where it's literally elevated the land by almost 6 feet.
What?
And so I asked, so we have a friend whose father is involved with the temple, and we're like, what in the world are they doing? And he said he thinks they're building a parking lot or something. And it's a large amount of dirt.
All right.
So I'm like, what
They
in the
piled it
hell?
up behind our lot line, like 6 feet tall.
I just
Yeah,
hope it
pretty
doesn't
sure
start
they can't
draining
do
on
that.
your lot.
Well, and that's what
That's
I
what I'm
said.
worried about.
If it starts draining onto our property, I'm like, dude, you need to put some sort of water control, because if my building gets flooded because of your stupid dirt, we're gonna have a serious lawsuit on our hands because you did not plan this correctly.
Wow.
So I'm very concerned about the first time it rains.
I think we need to preemptively say something or do something. I don't know.
The other thing
I
is
don't even
they
know
piled
what
the
they're
builders-
doing is even
they piled
legal.
the dirt vertically so steep that I think it's going to collapse, and
Oh,
there
yeah.
needs to be a retaining wall.
Did you
Like,
go to the
it's
town
literally-
inspector?
It's literally piled up against the fence.
Oh, jeez.
Like the fence ain't gonna hold back 4 million tons of dirt or whatever it is, like it just ain't gonna happen. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I can't visualize where that's at. I'm going to see it.
It's literally right behind the shop.
Oh shit.
So like they ripped out, we used to have like all those trees and stuff, and you couldn't see anything. They ripped out all the trees, and so now we can see their temple when you go out our back garage doors. It's kind of dumb.
Yeah, that's dumb.
I don't know. It was whatever. It's not our property. Can't tell him what to do. But I mean, if his property affects my property, I can tell him what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, there's civil engineers for that.
Right. Well, anyway, there you go. 9:30. Thanks for joining us. We're tired. If you're joining us in the barbecue again Saturday, we'll see you guys at 10 for the drive.
It'll be fun.
Noon for the barbecue. Hope you make it, Jacko.
Yeah, Jacko, get your ass out there.
Yeah. And we'll see you guys next week, probably, if everything goes well. So, all right. And more videos coming out. So stay tuned.
Yep. And you're going to email the people that sign up for the barbecue with info.
I'll do that right now.
All right.
All right. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.